What's up, guys? Hey, here with my boy Kline. What you do today, Kline?
I went undefeated.
Playing what?
Some weird rose deck with some weird rose cards, you know. We'll do shout outs first. Shout out, the boys, Aid Slater. Shout out Duels Academy always. Best Patreon, best Discord.
Only because I haven't started Patreon yet. But
Correct. Right. Robbie, what's your YouTube?
MacFam6.
Say it louder for him.
MacFam6.
Yeah, shout out that one. And then shout out all the people who pioneered this deck that I took and twisted a little bit. All right. Three of one of the best cards in the game. We played 2 Griffin. You do 1 for the combo, and the second one comes up in the grind game.
how many cards you playing deck again?
55. I mean 45. 45.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. 3 of this broken card, and then again same thing. This comes
2.
up in the grind
I like
game.
2 of that card right now.
I think 2's just proper at this point. It's correct.
Yeah.
It just comes up way too often, and then 1 Draco back. And then the reason why those cards are good, you play 3 Red Rose, 1 Rocks Rose, 1 Basil Shoot. So if you don't know what this card does by now, if you synchro with this card, it summons Rocks Rose, and when Rock Rose gets summoned, you can add this.
It's stupid.
So what you do is, you do this stuff. So you have this, the token, you normal this, these go to Baron, this summons Rock Rose gets this, you make these 2 in the Shooting Riser dump Snow or Token Collector or whatever you want.
And you still have the Reborn, right? So then you can Reborn Riser and Anaconda DPE.
Right, yep. Broken stuff.
Off 2 cards, and you have the Faithful for follow-up. You got the DP stuff for
And
follow-up.
that's not including all the other cards in your hand. Yep. And then we play a very, very small package of Illusion and Souls. I'll get into later why we only play 1 and 1, but this
I'm guessing you make Herald of the Arclight on the board.
You
Did I just spoil it?
Yeah. Kind of. That's one of the reasons. So we do this for Arclight. This really sucked. One of my games, I had both of these in my hand. So I had to like normal the souls, but it was too fun to play. This was just a free discard. And then Snow.
That card brazy.
I hope they don't ban this card again. I fucking love that card. Hand traps. This is another reason why the deck's fucking good, because we play so many. 3 Ash, 3 Bell, 3 Veiler, 2 Ogre, 3 Nib, Descend of Riser, and then 2 Infirm.
How do you feel about the nibs? I feel like everything else seems like...
Yeah, all this is good. Like, so this was I took this out originally to put in Bell, and then last minute I was like, I want something else for Prank Kid, and I want something else for like the Sword Soul matchups and like the other weird combo matchups that are starting to come into the meta. This was actually really, really good today. Like I talked to you earlier about how I was like skeptical about it, and then I played against Sword Soul and another combo deck, and it was the nuts. Like this combined with another hand trap was just crazy.
Is that the full deck?
No, I have more cards.
Oh, sick. I thought like that. It seemed like a full deck right there. What is missing still? This is going to be sick.
Foolish. This can either be Snow, Token Collector, or your...
It's versatile in your tiny deck.
Call By, because Bobby's going to play Call By. And then this is why we only play with 1 and 1. Because you play Prosperity, and you can't Prosperity and Souls Draw.
Oh, that's true.
And this card it just digs for 6, so... Like, the thing with this deck is, if you have the Rose cards, but you don't have the Adventure stuff, this becomes a brick. So, like, this just helps you dig for whatever piece you're missing.
And then if you have both pieces, it gets a crazy hand
It gets
trap.
a hand trap, right. Or it gets, like, Fusion Destiny.
Do you do this for 6 or 3
It's
usually?
only 6.
6?
2 Fusion Destinies and the bricks. 45 domain.
Can't believe I thought that we were at the end of the list and I hadn't
know.
even seen Fusion Destiny
Right,
yet.
like,
You can't have a
the
deck
God
in
card.
Yu-Gi-Oh without that card.
Double Judge Sleeves.
Oh, you're a judge?
Weirdly, somehow. I don't read cards. Extra deck, Token Collector, Halki Fibrax, the Dark Charmer, Line of the Light Charmer, because these are just crazy. And then
Hey, this can search souls too.
it can. And that's another kind of reason like why I wanted to play Souls, but like there isn't really a good searcher for this card. If this dies and like Souls just
Is that or DD Crow? That's all I can really think of. Can I have Celestial?
Sure. And then like so because Bell started to come back in the format, I wanted to play this card, and this card overperformed today. It was really good.
What'd you summon back off it? Just like bells for...
Bell, Token Collector, an Adahara, a Monk.
You can add this card, as bad as that is.
I can, yeah.
Sure.
I added a couple crazy cards. And it helped me clear my own Token Collector too, which was good. And then like ironically enough, the Brave token is Earth.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool actually.
So we played 2 Verte because they never see the second one coming. So you make this one, they nib you.
Yeah, and then
you make
Link Spider,
and
Anaconda.
then yep.
Is there a case to play 2 Link Spider or not? That way if you had to make the first Anaconda using using the Rite of Amateur token.
Usually, I mean, there's an argument for it, but the token's usually gone because of the Roxbury stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's usually never there. Celine, access code for the links. Baron, Hero, Riser, Black Rose. This is by far the best card in my extra deck. So you leave Riser up, and then you Snowbook a card, and then you this and Snow goes to Black Rose. The Black Rose nukes the board, and then you have another Snow.
That's so dirty.
It's so
I like that you
good.
make them commit also. Like, they have to play through a Snow first, and then whatever other Omni Negate you might have on board, and then they have to get hit by the Rose.
And then, like, so there's, like, weird scenarios where, like, you're going second. Let me find the Rocks Rose. So, like, you have this in a fort. You normal this. You go into this. This is Chain Link 1. This will be Chain Link 2. This will nuke the board. This will summon Rocks Rose. Rock Rose will get you Basil Shoot. Basil Shoot can summon back Black Rose and makes Baron.
That's kind of cool, too, actually.
It's
I remember you texted on the group chat. You're like, yo, that card could bring back Black Rose?
Yeah, like, I had no idea it could bring the Black Rose, so I came back and tested. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then this is really, really good against Despia, so I played this.
The bounces when it's summoned a 5 or higher, and then when a 5 or higher summoned bounces, right?
Correct. Yep.
Can only use one effect of it per turn, though.
Right. I think it's busted. And then never summoned it, but in theory it's busted. And then
Never summoned it, but in theory it's busted.
yeah, like a lot of these cards were like throwaway. I know like the YCS list, they played Striker Dragon, and I
Is
thought
that stuff you have in Rocks Rose, you have combo?
Correct, but I figured this was more important than
That seems cooler, yeah.
than the Striker Dragon. Side deck, 3 Droplet. This card's crazy. I don't need to explain that card. We all know what that card does. 3 Gamma. 3 Cyclone for the back row decks, another Duster for the back row decks, Token Collector because this card's good, and then 3 Cross Out for going first. In theory, this card's good because everybody's playing the same exact cards, but it never came up today. I never got to activate it.
Oh, damn. Like, you didn't draw it, or you drew it and it was dead,
I never,
or what?
I never drew it. So, like, in theory, it's crazy because, like, you just cross out Fusion Destiny or a Right or whatever.
Yeah, whatever hand trap you're losing.
Because everybody's playing the same cards nowadays, but yeah, it's... I think this deck.
Yeah, there's so many different cards you can hit with it.
I think this deck is probably one of the better decks. I think the Prank Kid deck's going to start falling out of favor a little bit, and I think this deck has, because they play so many hand traps, along with like the Rose stuff. I think it has a good Prank Kid matchup. It has a good Flunder matchup as well. The hand traps. I haven't played against the Despia deck too much. I played against it today and thrashed it. Like that's the reason why I put Bell, and Bell just hosts that deck.
Yeah, Bells are real nice.
Yeah.
It's not that branded in red.
What else is in the format that's good?
Trap deck, and you have the Black Rose for that.
You have the Black Rose, and then you have like these cards. And then like you have Draco back too. Like don't like Draco backs are hose. It's a bouncer card every turn. So
Would you ever consider siding a second one of that? I was talking to Ryan yesterday at Locals about that.
what did he have to say about it?
He was playing it, and he liked the idea and was testing it, but while testing it, he didn't seem sure if he actually liked it or
Yeah,
not.
I think there's just better cards to play than a second Draco back.
It's searchable, though.
It is searchable. But
That's all I really got in favor of is you could search it.
and then like if they say it's equipped right and they out it, it just reattaches itself. So like they never really out of it. I don't know.
Fair. You have any
It's a thought. I don't have final thoughts. I don't think I have any. Oh, shout out Kevin Bradford for this mat.
Hell yeah.
Shout out the guy. I think that's it. Thanks.
Hell yeah, thank you.